Evening, everyone. I had to do some quick microphone fixing before we went live. Or while we were live, actually. But I think everyone can hear me now, so that's good. Let me put it a little bit closer for now. There. Good evening, chat. How are you all doing? Let's see, who's all here? Let's see. Why is it still so long? Wait, why can't I scroll up? Oh, okay. It's Nigel.Tech. Hi. Looks like it's going to be hot with some smoke, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Why is it still so long? Asks Mr. Revenant. Well, you were too early. Evening, Jacco Weiss is here. And Just Rod Murray. And then we have Based and Gareth Blaine. And we have Johnny Bergdahl in the house. Nice. And then Leon Vos says, not banana pie. Neat banana pie. What? We will see. Maybe we might have melted bananas. Hey there, Dutchy. Dutch Towers is in the house. Will there be magic smoke in this stream? Magic smoke, probably, maybe not. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to cook any electronics. But we might have normal smoke. Oh, it's Foxionaire. Hey there. And melting fuses. I don't know. Is there fuses in this thing? I have no idea. Well, let's first have a drink. Today we have something this friend of mine brought over again. And I believe she calls it Apfelschorle. But it's basically the apple cider type stuff, but no alcohol. I don't know if this one's fizzy or not, but it's 0 sugar, so that's good. I've been wanting to drink it, and I think tonight is a good night. So let's get some of that. You add WLED to your nameplate? Oh my god. Oh, that looks fizzy. Oh, I didn't adjust the music yet. Okay, let's put the rest on the ground. Let's see, music. There. You still need to sign into... Yeah, I know. I saw it just now before I went live, because I don't see it otherwise. I don't know how to do that. That is an overlay in OBS, which is a... What kind of thing is this? It's a URL with a custom CSS. So... I have no idea how to do that. What I do know how to do is, if the text is not going there, we're just going to do a bit of this. There. Now it's gone. Oh, wait. I need to move it a little bit more. There. Now it's like it never existed. We put together that LED matrix from the project 2 weeks ago, and Jet is staring at it mesmerized. How high does the resolution have to be before it officially counts as screen time? Oh, that's a good question, Jade. Yeah, I still need to make the second one. The first one turned out great, though. It dried up and it's rock solid now. So, yeah, I know it's a bit of cheating. I know. I'll figure out off stream what I need to do to make it actually go away. But for as it is right now, it's working fine, I think. Oh. Let me double check there's no alcohol in here. I don't think so. No. It's a different taste. I don't know, it's a bit of an acquired taste. It's okay. Maybe I'm just missing the sugar. You know. Different, yes. Oh, I injured myself earlier this evening. I was actually cleaning up some stuff here in the garage studio, and those LED panels are still here. Oh, my flash is actually still on there. Hold on. Let me fix that. And I reached down to pick something up, and I went like, yeah. But I think my flash is actually caught on it, so let me... power bank that's going to hit the floor. Okay, I caught it. Okay. Yeah, so this sucker over here decided to claim some flesh. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, apple juice with CO2. I generally like it. So this is the matrix panel we made not last time, but the one before that, I think. I don't remember. It's very solid now. I mean, it doesn't twist at all, whatever you do to it. So that's good. The tape, however, did leave some residue. So we used that green Kapton tape. That maybe wasn't the best option. But once it's on, well, I guess I could turn it on. There. Once it's on, you basically don't see it anymore. So, yeah, no problems. Yeah, probably going to make the second one on Sunday. We'll see. Now, where do I put this? Hold on. Too much stuff. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Greg, so I want to do one that is like on the back wall. That is still somewhat in the plans. Like we could do 3x3 or something like that. That would be really cool. But at some point you run out of the amount of LEDs a single ESP32 can do. But there are upcoming solutions for that. It's not. It's somewhat in the works already on my side. Basically, we're going to use an ESP32 P4 for that, and I will be making some controllers with those. Very much future talk, but then you should be able to drive thousands of LEDs without a problem and high frame rates and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh wait, the chat didn't edit here. It seems. There. You'll buy 10. Okay. Well, next year. What's the current max? I'd say 1500 to 2000. Beyond that point, your frame rate starts to drop below 60 FPS or 50 FPS. So you're kind of running out of resources. Yeah. And if you want to keep that FPS up, well, you need more horses. More horsepower. Is there a future Quindor matrix panel in the works available to buy like the Quin LED carb strip? Nothing planned. If you can... You know, the Quin LED carb strip is only there because it's a unique product. I don't tend to make what already exists unless I can make it substantially better. But I'm not going to make the same thing, basically, right? If something already exists and it's good, no need to make it the same. But if I can improve on it in some meaningful way, and it doesn't exist yet, sure, I'll do that. So for matrix panels, I don't know. The matrix panels that we have are pretty good. If you settled for a lower FPS, yes, you could do more LEDs. But at some point, the ESP32 is also going to run out of memory and cause all kinds of issues. So I wouldn't go above 2500, 3000, something like that. You still need a tiny WLED controller. Is the Dig2Go not small enough? Just put that Dig2 next in the matrix panel. What? Isn't a P4 ESP like $30? No, it's not like $30. It's like $4 or $5. But then you need some flash storage, and you need special buck converters. And if you want wireless, you also need an ESP32C6. And then you want Ethernet. And, well, all in all, after all that's done, yes, it'll be more expensive than the current offerings. But the current offerings aren't going anywhere. So, yeah. The first thing I'll probably release with an ESP32 P4 will either be the actuator board or a brainboard size board, if I can fit it on there. Well, no, I don't think around 30 either, like 45, 50, something like that. I don't know. In a few lines, what is Dig Next? Oh, Dig Next is a reimagination of a WLED controller built with the currently available technology and much improved circuits like 48 volt support, a new level shifter output design I made, full over voltage and ESD protection for the data outputs, more flash, more memory, all kinds of upgrades. You need a WLED controller that's 3 by 2 centimeters and 1 centimeter high. Okay. That sounds like a bare ESP with maybe a level shifter tacked on. No, Dig Next 2 is coming. Like here is a prototype. I kind of already wanted to have this released, but it's behind. We might still do a Discord release this year. I'm really scrounging to get that done, but I don't know if I'll make it. But yeah, actually, this is the old backplate. We already have a newer backplate. So this was the first backplate I prototyped with. It was okay, but then I was like, wait, we need like all these GPIO numbers to go somewhere. Oh, it has internal relays. So it has a relay. It's a circuit. It's not really a relay. But it can turn the positive side power off per power output. And it has 3 power outputs. Built-in microphone, I2C, external relays. Yeah. Let me try and get this off. What would the next would then be NT, like next technologies next. I don't know, new technologies. Where did my screwdriver go? I don't know. Let's take this one. So this case has a little trick where you just... There. Let's put the new backplate on there. Okay. Yeah, anyway, yeah, still hoping this will come maybe as a Discord only, AllNet China only release, but yeah, hoping we can still do that. Like Windows NT, yes, exactly. No. This one is fully true 5 volt. Let me show you again. So it's true 5 volt up to 48 volt, and it has a maximum recommended current of about 15 amps, but you can run 20 amps through it, no problem. There is 2 5 amp fuses and 1 10 amp fuse inside. So, oh, I just, well, you were here with me. I just spotted a typo. Oh no. Yep, this is correct. So we have 5A1, 10A1, 5A2. So that's 5 amp fuse and 5 amp fuse and 10 amp fuse. But now back here we have 5 minus A minus 1, 10 amp 1, 5 amp 2. That's wrong. Oh no. Well, I think that's how it's going to be now. I don't think I can still change that. I think we've already made a few thousand of these. I'll have to check the final production sample, which I'm probably going to get next week. Damn it. Oh, man. You know, it's okay. I mean, it's not going to hamper the performance of the product, but okay. Oh man, I just now noticed that. I've been staring at it for weeks. Let me check my design files if I actually did it wrong. Now I need to know. Hold on. Oh man. I've been working on this for like at least a year now. And, you know. Let me check. Yep, I did it wrong. Okay, it's my fault. Okay. I'm just gonna laugh it off. I shared this backplate in our Chronological chat. I'm pretty certain of that. So this is a new lineup, kind of in the spirit of a Dig to Go, but then a sort of hybrid between a Dig Uno and a Dig Quad, and slightly different features like the custom case and things like that. There will be another one in the lineup, probably next year. But yeah, let's pay the CEO today. Don't spend it all at once, says Draadstaal with an €11 donation. Thank you very much. Maybe Dutch Towers, but this has been so time constrained already. It should have released a few months back, but there's all kinds of delays. Not so much on the hardware side, but on other issues. So yeah, this will be a Dig Next 2 special edition. Well, now it is. There's not much we can change about that. Tipex, no. It's not too bad. People will still know what it means. Exactly, Dutch Towers. That is exactly what happened. So I mean, yeah. Weather in NL so bad. Yes, weather in NL. Don't come here for the weather. For sure, Jade. For sure. Yeah. Dig Next 2 with Zigbee. Well, then you'd also have to rewrite WLED because that only does Wi-Fi. And if there's maybe some other firmware available that could do it, sure. But if I also have to make the firmware, that's going to be a big project. So, and I personally don't see the advantage of Zigbee, but that's me. So. Okay, well, we're past starting time. What we're going to do today No worries, Greg. The hardware is absolutely okay. I've tested it until I died. That's of course not true, but yeah, I did a lot of testing. So today we're going to take a look at a new electronic load I bought, and it's a revised version of something that was already available before, and it's basically a souped-up version of those loads I've used many times before. And it's this guy. It's from A-Torch, although the logo's right here. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say the name isn't on there. Oh, we can do the peel. Hold on. Let me mute the music. Where's the music? Can we do the peel? Okay, and then did you hear it? Did you hear the peel? Okay. So supposedly this is a 600 watt tester. Now it can do up to 200 volts or up to 50 amps. And well, that combines up to 12 volt 50 amps. But you know, at 5 volt it could potentially do more amps. And at higher voltages like 48 volts it will do less amps, as long as you don't exceed the 600 watt basically. And they have these new beefed up terminals. These actually look kind of like the testers we had before. Let me get one, hold on. So the tester we had before, which I have, I believe 5 of, is this guy, and these have been treating me really good. This is also from A-Torch, so the same company, but basically these terminals are now over here. They're basically the same terminals, but you get these beefy big terminals here, which are supposedly good up to 50 amps. Now, you could, of course, unscrew these, and then you can poke the wire through here, because there's a hole in there. So there's holes in there where you can poke the wire through, or you can use a fork or a ring lug, and then screw it in there. But if you often want to change cables, it's not very convenient. So another option this has is suitable for DuPont cables. Well, then you will have made a new type of fuse. How will this dissipate 600 watts? Well, it has 2 giant fans on the back. So that's probably how. It's actually 4 of their boards, I believe, stacked in here. In some sort of configuration. But yeah, so I didn't buy this to test amps. I mostly bought this to test load. I bought 3 of them, but only one has arrived. It arrived this afternoon, so just in time. And if this one can do 600 watts, I have 3, so that's 6, 12, 1800 watts, which we might need in the future at some point. I'm still going to use these for doing like 5 volt or maybe even 12 volt testing, because then I can have multiple of them and thus also hook up really large diameter cable to each of them and have a lot more copper going there. But if this terminal can indeed, and this tester can indeed do 50 amps, well, I'd like to use that, and I'd like to use it with let me find one here. I'll show you the box in a minute. I'd like to use them with banana plugs like this, because then you could just insert them here like so, and that's going to make it very easy to change cabling and stuff like that. But a plug that can handle 50 amps, well, I don't know. These are audio plugs. 3-phase main power. Yes, exactly, Draadstaal. So I have this giant box here of, you know me, I buy too much of the wrong stuff. I don't know. Where did this one come from? I don't know. So this has all kinds of variants. Let me get all the different variants out here. We'll go over them real quick. We also have this type. And we have this type. And this one. Oh, and this one. Yeah. I think that's all versions I'd like to test at some point. Not sure we're going to do all of them today. This, for instance, these are supposedly 99.9% copper. So that should give really good current transfer. And they're angled, so that's interesting. And we'll take a look at each of them and then decide, you know, which we're going to start with. So this has a sort of heat shrink over it. You basically slide the bare copper in here. There's two set screws, one over there, one over there. And then it forms an angled connector, but that's not really too important. But per listing, these are supposedly 99% copper. So copper should give you the best transfer, right? So these were, I don't know, $20 per 8. That's reasonable. Now we get to these. These were like $40 for 4. They are the highest quality we have of the bunch. You can check all the links in the description. They should be there. So these have this nice plastic around there. They have two set screws over here. So the cable goes in here. Large diameter for copper. And then once it's in the terminal, you actually turn this, with which this expands and basically locks itself in place. Right? So like this, it contracts, and okay, and with this it expands and locks itself. So let's try that. So I can plug it in here. I can turn this, make it nice and tight. Yeah, and then it's locked in place, so it should be making good contact, right? And that's still okay to do for hot plugging and things like that. Now these are hella expensive. These, I believe, were like $10 a piece. So let's hope those do 50 amps. I have no idea. I mean, maybe they melt at 5 amps, you know, because the resistance is too high. So then, because those are so expensive, I also bought some of these. The microphone is a bit far away. Is it still okay? Let's hope so. These are basically the same thing, but then this one doesn't say 99.9% copper, but it says some kind of copper alloy. They look the same to me. The design and everything, you know, is the same. We can hear you. Okay. Let's see if these lock in okay. I don't know. Yeah, you can really tighten them, yeah. Yeah, okay. So, I don't know if these are clones or whatever, or, you know, just cheaper metal. But it's going to be very interesting to see how well these do versus the really expensive ones. Check out the links in the description. You can find all of them. And then we have lots of different variants. I already had some of these. These work differently again. They again can take very large diameter cables. And you have this collar. There's two set screws over here with which you lock in that copper cable. And then what you do is you twist it like that. You insert it, and then you keep twisting this collar basically, which then also again expands the connection. It's not as tight as the other one. Still, it's pretty Yeah. Okay, well, those are also pretty expensive. No, this is like 8 gauge or 6 gauge even. Might be messing, might be. I don't know about these. I already also had these. So these are some solid, I don't know what metal they are. They could be copper, they could be something else. And then the like more bulk stuff is this guy. This stuff. This guy. Oh, okay, maybe not. I was gonna say there. You unscrew it like that. So again, you have 2 set screws, one over here, one over here. This should be able to take 4 millimeters. So the other ones you could see are much bigger, right? But they should be able to take 4 millimeters, so like 12 gauge. And you push it through like that. You just screw it in, and then you can just, maybe, yeah, okay. Well, it's a tight fit. Whoa. Okay, oh, tight fit's good. Yeah, you can do it like that. And we also have these. We had these on a recent Quinboxed. These are also the banana style plug, so like that. But then they have a lever on the back with which you can, attach a cable. So lots of different variants, and yeah, we should test some. Oh, I also have these in angled form. 67 SEKs for the CEO fund. Thanks, Johnny Bergdahl. I'm thinking the cable termination might be more problematic than the banana itself at 50 amp. Maybe, yeah. It's not a €5 per piece fee, Stefan, but it's gonna maybe change some stuff. We'll have to see. Generally, I don't order too cheap of stuff, right? So most often something I order is already 10 or 20 bucks. So then the difference isn't too much. And if it's from a local warehouse, it's going to be 50 cents per line, I believe, or something like that. So I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. I really don't know. Yeah. You like the fire effect on the background? Yeah, I was like, oh, that's suitable for today. Oh, Philip also donates to his own CEO fund. Thanks, Philip. Let me see if I had all the versions. I think so. So we have our box here with all kinds of connectors. I don't like these. For some reason, they thought it'd be a good idea to make the cable go inside. Oh. Sideways? Yeah, no. Stupid plug. We have one more. So we're not going to test those. More of the clippy ones. More of these. Lots of these. These were expensive. They're supposedly also copper. They're very heavy. Some more of those clones. Set screws. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So I selected 2 power supplies we can use today. And I think the primary choice is going to be this Meanwell LRS 600-12, because it can do 12 volt 50 amps output. So it can deliver basically the full official power this load can handle, right? Currently there is some what's in here? Oh, there's actually some 8 gauge in here. That's like the maximum you can possibly squeeze in here. And I have some of these really big lugs attached. That was for a very different project with a car, so yeah, doesn't matter too much. But first we should take a look at the tester and see if we can actually connect to it over a USB or potentially over Bluetooth. And then I'm hoping I can connect multiple over Bluetooth. So when I'm testing in the future with these, I always needed to have them on screen, right? And well, it takes up a lot of real estate. And if I don't have to have that, nicely taped AC wires. Yeah. It'd be better if I don't have to have it on screen, right? So it came with this adapter. It says 12 volt 3 amps, but it has a non-removable US plug. Yeah, no. Center positive. Okay, so we're not going to use that one. I have a lot of these, and I got them bundled with something I got 20 of. They are also 12 volt 3 amps, but then really 12 volt 3 amps, very high efficiency. Also center positive, so we're just going to use this guy. So let's power this up. We have a power plug over here. I haven't turned this on yet, so who knows. I will try and show you. There. Okay, power. There is an on-off button here. Oh, okay, language selection. I'll try and show you. Yes, English. No, wait. Okay. Scan code to obtain information. Oh, you can download the manual and the software. Okay, but I already have the manual and the software, so that's okay. It's checking stuff. Okay. Do not disassemble. Okay, connect positive and negative. Only support 2.4. Turn on mobile Bluetooth. Open mobile GPS permissions. What? Power on information can be closed through backups. Okay. Holy shit. This is like really small text. I don't care. Great. Next. Waiting for network. Okay. No, okay. No, we don't need Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's from the same brand, Philip. Okay, so... Oh, no, I turned it on. Okay, well, how do I get to the menu? No. Oh, wow, I can go to, like, a dot 0000. So, that's a lot behind the dot. How do I get... Okay, this is the menu. Settings. Language, display brightness. The Benfang system settings. Okay. Oh, okay. Wi-Fi reset. Okay. About. Yeah, it's a BW600. Okay, version 204. Okay. eTorch.cn. Nice. Let's see how we can do the Bluetooth. Okay. Because Wi-Fi could be interesting, but I think over Wi-Fi it really only works with the app. And I don't really want to use the app. I want to use the PC app. How do I go back? Yeah, okay. What? Okay, constant current. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's already on Bluetooth? I don't know. Let me check. I added a Bluetooth dongle to my PC here. Let's see, Bluetooth. Add device. Bluetooth. There is a, we got a BW600_BLE and a BW600_SPP. I believe I need the SPP. So let me select that. Connecting. Your device is ready to go. So now I wonder if I got a serial port. Let me check. Yeah, standard serial over Bluetooth link, COM13 and COM14. Okay, let me start the app and then share that. There was a fan running, it turned off. Okay. Let me try and share this app. For some reason, the app is black. Let me... Ah, there we go. Okay. So, let's see how this works. I have no idea. Search for devices. And it crashed. Okay, let's try that again. Let's make this bigger. Can we make this? Yeah. Can I click here? No. Search. Nope. Crash. Or at least it quits. Tips. Hello. Yes. What does this do? English. Okay. No, English. English? No, okay. Let's do the sensible thing. Let's, oh, wait. Let's start it as administrator. Because, you know. Okay. There it is again. Please connect HID. Okay, so maybe Bluetooth isn't a thing. Okay, let's see. In the package, they also give you a little package here. And they include some stuff. Oh, they have an adapter plug. Well, at least that means you could use it, but I really hate these things, so we're not going to do that. Okay, they got some plugs here you could use, I guess. A little adapter board for USB-C, micro, mini, and jack. And we might actually use this to make our lives easier, but I'll show you later on. We have a temperature probe. Oh, temperature probe wire. And a USB-C wire. So let's plug in the USB-C. Mothership CN is listening. Yeah, probably. Who knows? I was really hoping I could use it over Bluetooth. I guess not. Maybe I need to connect the other Bluetooth. Oh, what's this? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, you need to... It's a 4-wire measurement, so you need to connect the 4 wires. I'll show you that later. Let's disconnect this Bluetooth and connect the other Bluetooth. See how that works. Other devices. SPP. Oh, it's not connected. Okay, remove. Okay, add device. Bluetooth. BW600_BLE. Connecting. Multiple Bluetooth, that's not strange at all. Okay, it seems the BLE doesn't want to connect. Cancel. Okay, add device, Bluetooth. That's connected at SPP again. So SPP is connected, and then I see some COM ports appear. So that's good. Is it still connected? Other devices? No, not connected. Okay, remove. Let me try once more. There's also a Tuya, but I don't want to connect to that. Let's try the BLE again. Yeah, no, okay. I think we're going to need that cable. Oh, here it is. I think we're going to need this little cable here. So cancel, go away. Yeah, so let's connect this cable over here. And let's connect it over here. Turn on the port there. And let's see what happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. What? Oh, wait. It's suddenly it's there. It's in the app. Okay, but how does it then connect? Oh, it's a human interface device, isn't it? HID. Yeah, I guess one of these might be it. Okay, anyway, let's not worry about that. Cool. Okay. So, well, the question is if I can connect multiple. I would think so, because, you know, this app seems to be made for connecting multiple at the same time. Firmware update. Okay. Do I have a firmware update? I don't know. Let's not. Settings. Okay. Oh, I might need to install a different font, because this doesn't look exactly okay. I read something about that, but I couldn't find the font, so... Constant current, yeah. Let me see if I can change the window size. I can, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, we're back here. Okay. Yeah, that's not really usable like that. Off for okay. Click to set. Okay, let's find the font we might be missing here. Sorry you can't see this. I'm just trying to find a font here. Because I read something about it, but the font wasn't in the download I have. Nope. Quality software, yes. Okay. Yes, okay. I guess we need to read the manual. User manual for electronic load software. Okay. Download link. Let's go there. 404. Great. Yeah, the DIN W10 font. Okay. Let me search Google for that. DIN underscore W10 medium. DIN underscore Windows 10 medium. Let me double check. Online web fonts, okay. Sure. Downloading some random fonts here. Where's my 7-zip? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Install. So in the manual it lists a font that you need to have, but the download I had doesn't have it. So I just download a random version from the internet, because that's what you do, right? So let's see if that helped. Oh, the QR code I skipped. Yes, probably. Okay. Now let's see. Nope. Didn't do it. Let's see what my DPI settings are set to. I'm at 175% Windows scaling. Maybe that's the problem. Let me change the shortcut to compatibility, and then disable. Can I change? So I'm gonna use the DPI settings that I set for my program. What? How does this work? I tried to change the DPI settings. Let's see if that did anything. Dots per inch. I was just waiting for the application to start again. Okay, there it is. Nope. That doesn't look any better at all. Okay. Let's see. Compatibility, DPI. Okay, this doesn't help. Okay, I'm going to change my Windows scaling settings on the fly. Oh, wait, I can change it for one display, right? So, yeah, that's display 2. Display 2 is actually at 100%. So let's see if I change it to that display, if it's better. Just waiting for this application to start. Oh, there it is. Okay. So let's move it to this display over here. Oh, I can actually read the text there. Interesting. Oh. That fixed it. That fixed it. Okay. So okay. It mostly fixed it. This text over here is not really very readable, but at least over, on top of here is better. Can I turn it on? Yeah, it works. Cool. Okay. So yeah, this display where it's on right now is set to 100% scaling. Of course, that is absolute dog garbage shit. Oh man. Can I change the window size? Okay, let's full screen it. Oh, it's gone. Oh no, it's full screen on the wrong window. Hold on. Yeah, okay, that doesn't work. Never mind. It's really bad. Oh my god. What font do you need? Well, I don't know. This is the right font. It just doesn't scale. Oh, did I say something bad? Custom scope? Oh, okay. Seems to have a lot of options. Constant power. Settings. Oh, you can English A and English B. What is the difference? Well, let me make that a bit bigger. There. I don't know what the difference is. Display brightness, standby brightness, external temperature calibration, cable tester. Oh, this function is under development. What? Okay. Power. Uh-oh. Power tester is also under development. Under development. Constant power. Okay, I'm allowed to do constant power. Constant resistance. Developing. The developing is under development. What? Constant voltage. Okay. Right. But then can I do it on the unit? Hold on. Let me. So if we're on the unit, we also have somewhat the same menu. What do we want to do? Cable tester. Cable the CT. Yes. Okay, that's back. Oh, okay. The cable tester does exist. It just doesn't exist in the app. Update firmware. Sure. Can we find newer firmware? No, not start. I want to go back. How do I go back? Okay. CV. Okay, what does this do? Oh, okay. Interesting. Update firmware live on stream. What could possibly go wrong? You guys are exactly right. That's what we must do. So let me go to the website. Let me share my screen for that. Hold on. Okay. It's not working. That one's working. This one's not working. Don't know why. Okay, display there. Okay, we'll do it like this. Let's go to English. If the development settings are under development too. I don't know. Let's see. Technical support. The 2025 9 or 12 9. I don't know. Okay. So we have the BW600DK. Yeah, this is the zip I already have. That has the user manual and the software inside, not the font or any firmware. No, I don't think there's any firmware for it. Yeah, this website. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're already using the 108 application. So if I disable this again and enable that, this is the 108. You can see it in the top here, the 108. So we already have that download. Hey, Davidessa. So we're going to go constant current. We need to at least test it. What's this? Full U, full I, cutoff voltage, discharge time, simple real-time chart, MOS T. Okay. Kilowatts. And C, okay. Oh wow, you can export data in CSV or PNG. Curve settings. Okay. Please don't. No, wait. Oh god, how do I get this to go away? Okay. I'm okay. Oh no. This software is hell. Developing. Developing what? Go away. Oh no. Okay, if you hit escape, the whole software quits. Hold on. Yeah, no, I hit escape. Okay, it's back. Let me move it to the other screen. There. Now it's too small. Okay. Constant current. I think we're going to start by hooking up some wires. So I already have these wires. And I kind of want to leave these attached for now and see if we can... should we maybe just do it with these as the first test? I mean, why not, right? Can they fit over the post? Yeah, they fit just fine. Hold on, mouse is here. No, we'll make new ones after this. Maybe we should test it with this first. See if this handles some of the current. There, okay, that's nice and tight. Because I just, I kind of want to use banana plugs for the convenience, so... Okay, let's make these nice and tight. Okay, there. Let's bend it a little bit like that. This is plastic, so that's good. So that won't make contact. Now, it's not going to sense current like this, because you also need these posts to sense the voltage. But what you can do is you can put this guy in here, and that will basically do the same thing. So let me screw this in. Prohibited to what? It is prohibited to discharge solely by connecting V plus, V minus, or I plus, I minus. You need to always have them both, I think. Because otherwise it can't sense it. It's an electronic load. It burns power. It's literally what it does. Okay, let me see if this is the good. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, basically, yeah. Okay, so now we're just going to insert this guy, which will make the necessary bridges, so we don't have to put some ugly cables there. Yeah, you'd think they'd make some switches that basically do the same, but I'm just gonna do it like this. Okay, that should be in there securely. We've got these guys connected securely. That's actually a pretty good fit. I didn't expect that. Okay, so let's hook up our power supply and turn it on. Let me remove my mouse from here. Uh-oh, it beeped. I don't know why it beeped. I don't know. Okay, let's put this here in my socket meter and disconnect this guy. Did I do it right? I think so. On. Oh, I didn't show the app. Damn it. That's why we have the app. We're getting 12 volt. Oh, we're getting 13.2 volt. Okay, yeah. So the guy who borrowed this, he said he turned up the voltage, so let's turn it down while there's no load. Oh, I need a smaller one. Because he was trying to charge a car battery. Yeah, let's go to 12.1 or so. Yeah, that's pretty close. Okay. So we got 12.1 volts. Oh, we got 12.097 on the display over here. But then 12.10 in the app. So the app is actually less accurate than what I'm seeing on the device itself. That kind of sucks. Okay. So the little board is to be able to test mini, micro, and USB-C, and a barrel jack if you want to test that. Okay, so let's set the blah 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 to 1. Okay, 1, and let's turn it on. On. Okay, at least that works. That's cool. Yeah, we're drawing 20 watts from the wall. And we're getting 12 watts into the tester. Yeah. So let's ramp this up. Let's go to 10 amps. Cool. Okay, yeah. Oh, we can see the wattage. Oh, it's starting to make noise. Oh yeah, it's cooling 120 watts now. Okay. But the voltage, it says it went down. Oh no, it's minus 10 amps. Okay. And the voltage is still, the voltage is the blue one. Okay, yeah. So I want to turn this off. Okay, oh, fan stops pretty quickly. Because we're going to load up the next software. And that is Thermo Tools. Because, well, one of the things we want to test today is how hot these connections get. Well, we need to check that with our thermal camera. I don't need the macro lens, I think. So let's leave that over here. Let's see if we can get this guy connected, because that's always horrible. Why are all these tools so horrible to use? Okay, let's open this. I want that. And then I want general settings, Wi-Fi. And I'm going to try and connect without the RTSP thingy. LAN, confirm. Of course it didn't work because Nobody knows. Let's turn on the RTSP. You buy the cheap. This thing was $600. That's not cheap. Confirm. What's this Smart Life? I think this Smart Life access point I'm seeing, that is probably the new tester. Expensive Chinese stuff isn't better. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it suddenly magically connected. Hold on, I wasn't showing the screen. Shall I put it behind chat? Sure. Let me zoom that in. There. Okay. So there's the camera. Okay, so that's working. Maybe I should put it over here. And then over this one. There. Something like that. Okay. So currently it's not hot at all. Oh wait. Okay, let's enable the 10 amp load again. On. Oh, there's something warm on the mean well over there. Oh, it's the LED. What? Why? Okay. So the cables are over here. You can see my fingers. So let's go to 25 amps. Can I just hit enter? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I need more space for the programs. In the end, I'm thinking I just keep the information display and cut off the graph, but we'll see. So, this is the negative pole and this is the positive pole, but as you can see, that's still very, very cold. Here's my mouse. This is where my arm was, my legs here. But yeah, you know, only the LED is warm. Oh, the fire behind me, huh? Oh wow, that actually works. Hold on, let me get a little bit further away. Yeah, you can see which LEDs lit up and which didn't. And the board is nice and warm. How warm is the board? Around 50. That's pretty good. Oh, this is a very old version with LDOs on there. It doesn't have a buck converter yet. It's cool. This is WS2815s. And I mean, my hand is still warmer, so it's not really warm. But yeah. Yeah, this new thermal camera is really sensitive. It's a lot better than the old one. But over here, nothing seems to be I mean, these cables, they are now 28 degrees. Yeah, nobody cares. Oh, the top of the tester is getting warm. Is there like, how is it on the back? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. This is very, non, let's go to 40 amps. Okay, the voltage sags a little bit, but for 40 amps, that's not a lot of voltage sag. Because remember, we're doing 2-wire measurement here, so this is actually the voltage drop on the cable, which is almost nothing. Oh, we can see the CPU temperature and the MOS temperature. So the MOSFETs are at 80 degrees. Interesting. And rising. The fans are at 0 RPM. What? What do you mean? I don't know about that. Oh, we're getting some hotspots here. 35 degrees. That's like nothing. Something over here is getting warm. 41 degrees. But that's like over here. Not sure what that is. Over here it's like 37. It's like, yeah. But remember, this was 8 gauge, or was it cable? This was insanely thick cable, so. So let's set it to 50. Oh, the MOSFETs are at 98 degrees. Uh-oh. $40 amp not showing on the graph. Oh yeah, right. The graph only goes to 25. But I believe I can edit the graph. I don't. Oh, wait. Why is it moving with me? Oh, we can see the MOSFET temperature. Okay. So the MOSFETs are at 104 degrees. Okay. What's this? Okay, this is energy used or accumulated. Okay. The CPU. Okay. Custom scope. Oh, there we go. Current. Should we do current? Minus 50. Oh, another fan kicked on. No, that didn't change it. Power, elec, cap. Let me put this down. Well, pointing, I don't know. Whatever. Let's put this to 50 and, no, minus 50 and 50, I don't know. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I don't know about that. Some other fan just kicked on. So, oh, fan speed 100%. It says on the display though. But we're only at 40 amps. I don't know. I don't know how hot the MOSFETs are allowed to become. Let's see. System settings. Cutoff values. Oh, over temperature MOSFET 120. Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we're able to change this. Custom scope. Volt. Let's see. Minus 50. Oh, maybe I had to close? Oh. What does close and enable do? Okay, I disabled all the graphs. Enable. Oh. Oh, now, oh wait, now it's enabled. So the, oh, okay. So you need to enable custom. Uh-oh. The test stopped and I'm smelling weird things. Maybe it just hit a limit? They will desolder themselves, yeah. Should we be putting on safety glasses? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It smells a bit like magic smoke. But it turned off on its own. I'm not sure why. It didn't say anything. Let me try and turn it on again. Yeah. Let's go for broke. 50 amps. Yeah, there we go. Ah, now we can see 50 amps on the graph. It's toasted. No, not yet, not yet. Can we ask it to do more? Can we ask it to do 55 amps? Oh, wait, no. Oh, overpower protection! Overpower protection! Hold on! Okay, sorry. Sorry. Turn it off. Okay. Okay, okay, didn't like that. So you're not allowed to draw more than 610 watts. Disable protection! No, no, why? Okay, 50 amps, let's go. Oh! Current assembly power. Maximum power of the current gear has been exceeded. Please select appropriate gear based on hardware platform. Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't set it to 50 amps. 50 amps. Yes, okay. Go. Okay. I actually believe you can override the maximum power settings in the settings over here. Ah, the extra fan I was hearing was the power supply. Because it's drawing 670 watts from the wall right now. And, well, you can see what the tester is drawing. But at least we now know that these cables, with these giant lugs I have on there, those seem to be doing just fine. I mean, sure, the terminals are getting warm, but nothing's getting, like, really hot. Well, the MOSFET's getting really hot, but... Oh, over here it's different. Uh-oh. This is... Oh, 42... No, okay. 44 degrees. I guess I can get closer. 48 degrees. Yeah, that's fine. $52. So these connections are actually pretty good. No, it's okay. It's 46 degrees. 47. That's not too bad. Let's see on the back. Oh, it's starting to beep again. Over temperature! Over temperature! Yeah, MOSFET's overheated. Oh, it's back. The MOSFET's no longer overheating. Oh, it just backed off the power. Okay. I don't know. The MOSFETs are overheating, so... yeah. Okay, let's turn it off. Okay. It's cooling down. Oh wait, let me... Yeah, it doesn't seem to be very well suited for 600 watts. So in this case, the MOSFET is basically the switch with which they turn on and off the resistance. So you could consider it the load in this case, and well, it's basically overheating. So, yeah. No, so these were the lugs I had on there. Let me turn these off. Because now we're going to test with the banana plugs, right? So we now had these lugs on here, which are also screwed on, actually. Turns out, those were great. So let's turn off the power supply, now that it's done cooling with its fan. And let's turn this off. Wait, let me first set the current to 1 amp in case it accidentally turns on. 1. There. Well, okay, it disconnected the power supply too, but I twisted these on here pretty good. Okay. Whoa. So these lugs, although these are, you know, custom twist on whatever audio grade stupid lugs, they actually did great. Okay, that's surprising, but good. So now I know that if I do need the total 50 amps, although this tester can't maintain that, those lugs do that perfectly. Yeah, so now we're going to make a new cable, and we're going to test that. Okay, so this cable is pretty good. Nice. Now, I don't often need to test 50 amps, right? I actually had to dig up this LRS 600-12 to get a 50 amp power supply. I also have an HRP 600-5, which can do 120 amps at 5 volt output. That's what I use to test all the Dig Octa power boards, actually. Right, so now we get to select which banana plug we use, and I think we're going to test the counterfeit angled plugs, because I think I like those best. Why does it? Well, it's burning amps, right? It's not supplying them. So let's get a red one. And a black one. At least we tested the tester now and the software, and the tester can do 50 amps, but not sustained. That's also a conclusion. I wish it could do sustained, but it seemingly can't, because it overheats. Cable. What kind of cable can we get in here? What kind of screw is this? Oh. I don't know what to use for that. What kind of screw head is that? Is it like Torx? Okay, I need to get some baggies. Hold on. Hex maybe, yeah. Imbus, yeah. So I need to use some of these. This is hexagonal. Let's give these a try. No. Is this it? No. Yeah, this is it. Looks like it. Okay. Oh, okay, well, we can take them out. Okay, so I need this one. And that should fit in my tool. Yeah, it does. Good. Okay. Well, this seems pretty... You know, we should be able to get a large diameter cable in there. Let's see what I have here. Ooh. Okay. This is it 10 gauge? No, this is 12 gauge. Okay, let's try and find something bigger. I think I have some 10 gauge, but I'm not sure. What's this? Oh, this is 10 gauge. Okay. So I at least have some 10 gauge. Do I have even larger, maybe? 12? No. I'd rather not go larger, actually. I have, this is 10 meters. Okay. And I want to make them pretty long. Because I want to put this, like, to the side of a desk, of my desk, and keep it there. So I can have like one or two of those testers over there. So let's say I want to be able to reach over here. Oh, you can't even see anything. I want to be able to reach over here, but the tester's over here, so I need even more. I want to reach here, but my tester is over there. Yeah, that should do. Oh no, it clicked something. Okay, so I'd rather make it too long than too short. Place it on the chicken coop. No, that's only for the Starlink. Okay, so let's first connect these, and then we can do the rest. Built-in default standard impedance. I don't know. Do they? So let's cut this. I need to cut it pretty far, I think. There. Now, how far do I strip them? Oh wait, other one. I guess this goes in. Can I? Oh wow. They actually fit in with the insulation. So this takes really large diameters. This would take 8 gauge or maybe even 6 gauge. Okay, well, we're going to try with 10. Because that's normally a bit usable. So we can get about this inside of the plug. So let's adjust the stripper. Let's see about that. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. And the two set screws would be both on the metal or on the, conductive material. So let's put this one in first. Well, this is 10 gauge, okay? That's pretty decent. Not all the way down. Let's add this one. Maybe I should double it up. I don't know. Because there's so much room in there. Okay, let's make this nice and tight. Okay, well, the plug is pretty easy to work with. Oh, wait, I think I still screwed onto the insulation. Let's undo it and check. I don't know, are you saying like maybe strip double and then fold it over? Could make for better contact, maybe. So let's see. Oh no, I didn't crimp. Oh no. I'm losing strands. I think I screwed down too hard. Do we want to try and fold it over? That's interesting, actually. Let's try that. So let's strip more. Use ferrules? No, no. These aren't made to use ferrules. So then let's double it up, I guess. And try and squeeze it in there. Yeah. I'm losing strands left and right. Okay, I shouldn't have done it like that. More like that. Oh no. Like that? I don't know. Don't know if it's far enough in. I want to kind of get this all in there. Okay, let's get it out. It's not pretty. Okay. So kind of like that. Now it's at least filled up inside. So not too tight, I guess. Okay. It survives the tug test, so that's good. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Okay, I did it pretty strong anyway. Okay. So that's one. And then something like this. Let's unscrew this first. Okay. So unsheath. What? Okay, yeah. And I need to fold it back, but not in the middle. I need to make sure it doesn't reach the insulation. So something like that. Okay, well, I'll cut those wires off. That is pretty good. Yeah, but I don't always like using the battery-powered screwdrivers. Okay. Okay, let me cut off those strays, because this is now nice and tight. You can clamp it down pretty hard, that's good. I kind of like these connectors. There. And I mean, those little stray hairs, that's really not too much of a problem, because on the tester itself, it's separated like... Oh wait, I need to unscrew this. And then you can plug it in. Okay, yeah. It's separated this far apart. So the chances this is going to touch is basically none. So that's good. Tape it. No, well, you could do a heat shrink, I guess, but for now we're going to leave it. Well, we're probably going to get more strands, so let's do the other side, and I need some forks for that. And I actually prepared that a little bit. So I think the 5.5-5 forks would be good. Those fit this power supply. Yes, they do. Okay. I didn't prepare the other side. Yeah, okay, here we have the black ones. Okay. So for that, we need to cut it again. But not... Okay, a little bit more. Did I cut it wrong? No. Cut it right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we don't need to strip a lot. Only something like this. And that should fit in here. Yes, it does. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. Then we need this guy. Oh no. Okay, let's put it in here first. Okay, that should be a good crimp. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, okay. No, I will. Okay, there. Now I really wonder if these banana plugs are going to be any good. Okay, let's undo the disc from all the wisps here. There, that should be most of them. Oh, my thermal camera turned off. Damn it. Okay, let's screw that in. There. That should be... Oh, wait, my tape. That should be plenty torqued down. Okay, and... well, this is our testing setup. We now have a lot more cable. So the way this works is we insert the positive end. Oh, like so, and then you basically expand it in there so it locks it down. So let's lock it down properly. There. Oh wait. Oh. Okay. Let's turn on the, let's see, did I hook that up correctly? I think so. I don't know what we're going to do with this cable here. Something like that. Perfect. Oh, wait, we need to return on the camera. General Wi-Fi, yep. So we have our testing tool and we have the camera, but the camera still needs to connect. Fail. And fail. Fail again. I don't know, man. Why is it so stupid? Okay, let's turn the Wi-Fi off. Turn the Wi-Fi on again. I mean, mind you, I didn't close the application. Maybe I should have closed the application. I don't know. Yeah, RTSP. It can work with RTSP off, so that's not the problem. I just have to connect 10 or 20 times to wait for it to connect. So stupid. Nope. Still nope. And you'd think like well, if it didn't work one time, why is it going to work another time? I don't know. Why does it work sometimes and doesn't it work most of the time? Let's close the application. I mean, it doesn't make any useful sense. I mean, I agree with you. Most often trying the same things 15 times doesn't make a solution, except in the case of this tool. For some reason, there. Failed to connect. Did it? Oh no, it was a 3D print. Oh, so annoying. Okay. I'm gonna mail the manufacturers of this thing again. This is not usable during a live stream. Okay, let's turn Wi-Fi off again. Let's turn it on again. Nope. I don't know. Let's go to the main menu. Let's reboot the camera. Okay, let's turn off the camera. Turn it on again. Have you tried asking it nicely? I don't know. Okay, Wi-Fi. General. Yeah. Failed to connect. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just annoyed by this stupid camera not working. Let's leave it there for a minute, because we're going to edit the A-torch window. Because I think in the end, we only need this part of it. And then we can actually make it a bit bigger. And we can put this over here. How's that? That looks good. Let's try the camera again. Connect. No, the camera itself works great. It's just the Wi-Fi is very spotty, if working at all. You saw me having it work before. Then I had to connect 3 times. Now I've already connected 10 times. Yeah, I just have to keep clicking connect until it magically somehow works. I mean, we can enable the RTSP. Nope, still not working. Oh! And suddenly it works. I didn't do anything. I just hit connect 25 times, and then it works. If somebody can explain that to me, that would be great. You need to put an ESP32 in it. I don't know about that. Oh man, why is it so stupid? Right. Okay. Let's turn on the power. Yep. So I can even make this a little bit bigger. There. How's that? That's pretty good, right? Maybe, but the ones I have are too old. P101Z. So I can't use the USB software with it. Or at least I have to use different software and it's not that great. And yeah, well, this one isn't that great either. But you know. Where is the software? Over here. Let's set it to 25 amps. Let's start with that. Go. Okay, that is not 25 amps. Okay, I have to hit enter. Sorry, 25 amps. Goofy while you struggle. That's fine. I tried to read it, but at some point I have to focus. So yeah. Okay, 25 amps. Let's go. Okay. Oh, we see. Oh, we're seeing a lot more voltage drop than before. Already at 25 amps. So let's see how warm it gets. Voltage drop equals we're losing current somewhere. No, I'll read it back, but I don't think you did. So let's leave it at 25 amps for a bit while I get a drink. Exactly, RH Kian. I don't know what I need to do to make it connect. It just connects 1 in 50 times. And then once it's connected, it stays connected just fine. So I know it's not me or my setup or my network or anything like that. It's just broken. Okay. So let's see here. These cables are still, you know, normal temperature. Sure. Oh, we can see a bit of warmth over there. A little bit over here. So the voltage drop we're seeing right now is through the cables. So we're losing, let's say 0.1, 0.25. No, 3.5. Yeah, 0.35 of a volt. So this is 10 gauge instead of 8 gauge, so it's thinner cable, and then it's also a lot longer. It's at least twice as long, so even if you'd have the same voltage drop, if the cable's twice as long, you'd have 2 times the voltage drop. And then we're using, well, probably somewhat worse connectors here. Yeah. The previous was I don't know where I have it right now, but it was 8 gauge. Yeah. Oh, I have it here. So this was 8 or 6 even. Let me check. 8 gauge. Yeah, this was 8 gauge. So twice as long, thinner cable. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, the cable is actually heating up. So it's not so much the connectors, but the cable is actually warming up. It's 30 degrees. Yeah, these are fully copper. Yes. So let's I don't know, go to 40 amps. Beam. Whoa! We have over half a volt of voltage drop. But the terminals aren't getting too warm, so these are the counterfeit versions. And you can see my finger is still warmer than the terminals, so the contact between this plug and the receptacle is actually it's great. I mean, it's not worse than over here. And these are fork plugs just screwed in, so yeah, no worries. Questions are always welcome, Eric. Don't worry. That's why we're here. True, Philip. True. I mean, the cable here... Oh, wow, look at that. The cable is the limiting factor here. Because the cable is getting 38 degrees. Yeah, oh yeah. I can feel the cable getting warm. Wow. I was so worried that I needed like the Uber plugs to make this work. And then the cheapo versions of these that I like. And you can plug in, you can screw in a lot of cable. They actually do great. I bought these mega expensive ones. Where are they? Oh no. I bought these. Those are like $10 a piece. At least, I think. And these were much cheaper. This is getting somewhat warm, but 41 degrees is fine. Yeah, the cable is warm. 41 degrees. It's silicone cable, so it's 40 degrees is nothing. This cable can get like 200 degrees it says on there. So, I mean, that's fine. But, yeah. That is warming up. And this is actually the coolest side. It's 12 volts. Yeah, 12 volt, and then we're dropping we're dropping 0.6 volts at 40 amps. No, at 50 amps it'll just overheat. Let's go 45. See, I like this overlay like this. That's great. And I'm hoping I can have 2 or 3 testers at the same time and then stack those overlays with the program multiple times. That would be great. Sure, but I mean, I can touch them, and I'm pretty sure this is correct, right? I can touch it. It's not warm to the touch. Move under the load. What? Oh wow. Yeah, this cable's hot. Yeah, it's definitely the cable. My connections here are fine, right? You don't see it very hot. It's let's see, 46. Yeah, 46 degrees. So those connections are fine. Over here, they're almost cold. 32. Something over here is like 38-ish. That's fine. Here it's a bit warm, but that's fine. But yeah, this cable is definitely the limiting factor here. Yeah, let me look up the listing while this is running. Let's see if it can sustain 41 amps. Let's see, I put everything in the description. Yeah, the banana angled 99% copper. Those were the expensive ones. Yeah, they are don't allow. Gold plated for a lot, and the lot I believe is 4 connectors. They were 43 bucks. And the ones we're using right now is the one below that, the alloy copper. Those were, I believe I got 8 pieces for 26 bucks. So that is 26 divided by 8. Those are $3.25 a piece, while the others are 10 bucks a piece. And they might actually still be better. I don't know. Cancel. Hold on. Yeah. There. Oh, did it continue updating while not on the screen? Yes, that's good. Okay. The other ones might actually still be better. But these are fine. I mean, I can't generate more than 50 amps of load anyway. So, you know, I don't need better plugs. These are fine. Yeah, if you look at the whole thing, it is definitely the cable that's the problem. $50 degrees. If I move the cable, you can see it on the desk too. Yeah, but that's why I like using silicone cable. That's not a problem here. That's fine. Water-cooled cables, yeah. No, so if you're trying to replicate this, don't buy the expensive ones. Buy the cheaper ones. Because seemingly those handle 50 amps just fine. How long has the test been running? Does it say? Oh, the MOSFETs are 117 degrees. And 120 is shutdown temperature. Oh, 17 minutes, I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's shut it off. See how rapidly it cools down. The cooling down's not very rapid. Yeah, but the problem is, Rob Keen, these don't really heat up. They're still not warm. So I can put the expensive ones on there, but those likely won't heat up either. And 10 gauge is okay for 50 amps. 8 gauge was better. But I mean, 10 to 8 gauge is a big step up. That's a lot more copper, right? So, yeah, okay, interesting. So let's try one of the cheaper plugs. Let's try these. Right, these are, it's a lot smaller. Solid bus bars, yes. Yeah, let's try some of these. See how well those do. Let's turn off the power supply. That is important. Unscrew these. Because I don't want to mess up this set. Right. I have to unscrew this. And then I can pull them up. Yeah, the problem is 10 gauge I can still get into many spots. But 8 gauge... is already going to be difficult at some points. Let's see. I want it to reach to here. No, other way around. Yeah, that's fine. So let me get one of these lengths again. Expensive cables here. Okay, this one can go away. Yes. Okay, let me hit the button on my... Let me change the timeout on my thermal camera. Can I change the timeout? Auto off, 20 minutes. Off. Auto off is off. Yes. I don't care, just run the battery down. I'll charge it after the stream. I don't even know if we can get this into here. We'll see. There. Let's strip that. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. These probably will, but that's why we're testing them. I didn't expect those clone whatever copper alloy, whatever it's called, to do that well. I really didn't. So I think we need to strip about this much. Something like that. Let's do the maximum it can. Now let's see if these will actually even fit in here. I don't know. Yeah? Yeah, I can make that work. Okay, yeah, these fit. And that's deep enough. Okay, let's try and get this in. One hair escaped. That's okay. Okay, let's do the other one. Yeah, I'm moving near a power plant. No, in the new house we'll have the batteries, so we can do all the tests from the batteries. Maybe. Okay, let's try and get these in there nice and snug. Oh, I'm starting to remember the problem with these plugs. Okay, let me tighten that down as well as I can. Ow. Stabbed myself. Okay, I think that's the best I can do. And yeah, I was afraid of that. So I can't get the screws down far enough for this housing to be able to slide back over it again. That's such a stupid design. Nope. No, I have to screw it in more, but I don't know how. I'm going to try and do it without stabbing myself. There. Let's see. Yeah, no way. Oh, maybe. Yeah, now what? Maybe I can slightly deform it to slide it over there. Yeah, no. It's almost there. Oh, damn it. No. Quinder for president. Nice. I don't think I'll be able to get this in here. Huh? I got it in more. Okay, let's try and grab this without crushing it. Oh. Yeah, I broke it. Okay. Yep. I don't think that's fixable. Oh well. This might actually only have been press fit in there. I don't know if this was actually already like this. I think it was. Let me check. So Maybe not. Okay, never mind. So these with 10 gauge is a no-go. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Did I lose it? Oh, it's on my chair. Oh, phew. I got it. Okay. 10 gauge, no. So we have to select a different plug. Okay. Okay. No go. Right. Different plug. We could try these. These are supposedly full copper. Let's see. Because I have these, but they're the same principle, I think. So let me check. Yeah, that's very much the same idea. These are just made for smaller wires. Right? So this type is not compatible with 10 gauge. It might be compatible with 12 gauge. So for lighter loads, where you don't need it to do 50 amps, maybe we could check that out later. For now, let's focus on this 10 gauge again and see if maybe these will fit it, because it's basically the same type, except we don't have to screw it down, right? Or we have to screw it down, but we don't have to slide the other thing over it. So let's get these out. Use the clamps from the Quinn Power Project. What? Oh. Okay. Okay, so this fits. So that's good. I like the other one so much better. Sorry. Okay. I think this is going to work. Yeah, my eyes are hurting. Not sure why. I don't know if you can turn it off, really. This is irritating to screw in. There. Okay, so let's screw that in properly. Oh. More dents in my desk. There. So for this one, we also have the protruding screws, because you just can't get the screws in further anymore. Oh. Maybe this should have been on this side. Why didn't anyone tell me? Can I get it? No, I can't get it over there. Okay. You guys are not paying attention. Oh, will there ever be merch? I forgot to wear something today. During the 11th of the 11th sale, I ordered a Quinn LED vest. Just for fun. It's like the most horrible quality you can imagine. Ow, this now has sharp edges. I don't know why. Okay. I really dislike flathead screw heads. Ow, ow. For some reason these screws now have sharp edges. There, that's one. And two. So now this needs to go over here. It's tight to get it over it, but I think we can do it. Yeah, there. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's a nice plug like that. Let's see if it fits well. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Oh. Okay. Takes a while to assemble, huh? It would actually be cool if it's an individual setting. Because I don't mind it. I think it's funny. I guess it's meant to try and get people to donate or something, but... Oh no. Okay. Like that. Yeah, these are reasonably priced. I believe these are $20 for 8. Nice and tight. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. If I twist them too much, I actually break down the screw. Okay, let's do that. Okay, yeah. So now we have these two connections. That should work pretty well, I think. We'll see. Okay. Oh, we still need to do the power supply side. My guess is going to be that these do less good, but still good enough. I mean, you can fit a 10 gauge in there. That's not too bad. Red and black. There. That is pretty good. Again, you get some 10 gauge to warm it up. Yeah. Oh, I did the wrong way around. Okay, whatever. Come on. Why is the fork not fitting? That's stupid. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. There. Okay, let's wire these up in here. So I can just plug them in like that. Nice friction fit. Again, there's no chance of these hitting each other or something like that. So even though this part is not insulated, I like from these guys, either the real ones or the clones, that they're also fully insulated. So once it's connected, there's no way anything can touch. So I might get more of those. But let's give these a try. Are we just gonna send it at 45 amps? Like immediately? Instant 45 amps? Vote yes or no in chat. Oh, Why not? Do it. Yes. Okay, let's go. Instant 45 amps. Go. Oh, wait. Let's turn it off again. Turn on the power supply first. Okay. 12.09 volts. Go. Whoa. Okay. We're seeing about the same amount of voltage drop. A little bit more, maybe. Hey, are these now getting warm? I don't think we saw that before. We didn't see these two before, did we? Yeah, the fans are temperature and current controlled, so if you go above a certain amount of current, they always turn on. Yeah, I can put a bit of tape on there. Okay. Yeah, these don't have the expanding, but yeah, with the leaf structure. Cable's getting nice and warm. These connections seem fine. 47 degrees, but still. Oh, power supply fan turned on. I mean, it's 43 degrees. It says over here 46. Yeah. It's funny, you guys get a different reading than I see on here. Maybe some calibration thing. Yeah, but hotter still isn't like failure mode. But let's give it a while we select our next plug. I don't really like these. Yeah, they're just too much of a hassle, in my opinion. These kind of look the same as we have in there right now, except not right angle, but then we have to heat shrink it and stuff. And well, this type I think will be fine, but we'll use it with some thinner cable. Because I don't need 10 gauge on everything, right? We could use some 14 or 12 gauge maybe, and see how well that works. Yeah, 48 degrees. Oh, 52. Wow, okay. Yeah, the reading on the screen is constantly 2C higher. Maybe I have to change the software somewhere. Yeah, these are like 47, 48, but I mean, the cable itself is also like 40 something, 50 degrees. So I mean, even if this is 50 degrees, you think, oh, that's pretty high, that's pretty high. Sure, but the cable is also that temperature, so I mean... You need zero... I have some zero gauge in the garage. It's 50 millimeters squared. So I don't know if this could be called a failure if the connection point is as warm as the cable itself, right? I mean, sure, maybe some of the heat is coming from the connection point actually, but I mean, the 75 millimeter, nice. I might have some of that too, but I have a lot of 50 millimeters squared, which I never use. But yeah, you know, 60 degrees, okay, yeah. Tracing wire, yes. Wow, that's warm. It's almost getting too warm to touch. Yeah, better connection into the load. I also think so, Eric. This isn't bad per se, but the others were definitely better. Yeah, I like those first kinds a lot too. Those were the best, I think. Okay, well, we could leave this running, but I've seen enough. The other plugs are definitely better, and they're not that much more expensive, so that clears that up. Okay, so let's turn this off. Let's let it cool down a little bit. And then maybe we should try these. These are with the levers. They're also fairly expensive, but I wonder how much current these can take. Okay, I need some 12 gauge, I think. Is this 12 gauge? 12 gauge, yes. Okay. Just waiting for the power supply to... There. Okay, power supply is off. Let's disconnect these. Okay. So we need about the same length again, just so we can reuse those cables. Something like that. Ow. I think there's a little hair stuck in my finger. I always use a little bit of tape to try and get it out. No, didn't get it. It's too small to see. That's annoying. See you later, Nigel. Thanks for hanging around. Ow. I think I got most of it. Somehow I have shrapnel in my finger. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I think I got most of it. Okay. Right, so we're going to use these nope, okay. Annoying. Plugins. I don't know how long I should strip. So we're just going to give it a go. Dave? What Dave? Okay, I see no Dave. Okay. Let's give this a cut. There. So let's say we strip until here-ish. Oh, Dave Odessa. Okay. I don't know. We're just going to do the full length. We'll see. Okay. Open these up. Yeah, the full length was too long, but you can squish it in there, and then it's fine. That works. I mean, this is a lot faster. Although the first plugs weren't too bad. I'm still amazed they did that well. Yeah, so it only goes this deep, but then you just squish it in there, and you close it up. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. The other side. I should be able to use the same forks for that, I think. Okay. Yes. So YouTube complains when you turn it off? Okay. We need to do, okay. Let's screw this in. There. Let's see, positive and negative. Okay. Are we just gonna send, let's see, positive, positive. Yeah. Are we just gonna send the 45 amps again? Think so, right? I'm just gonna send the 45 amps and go. Oh, oh no. Look at the voltage drop. We're dropping 1.1 volts. Oh no. Oh no, no, look at the cables. Look at the cables here. Oh wait, we did go down to 12 gauge. But seeing this extra heat over here likely indicates a bad connection. I mean, otherwise we would see the same. Okay, this is 41 degrees too. Okay. Well, let's give it a bit. Yeah, okay, 45 amps is a lot. So, as a last thing after this, let's take one of the data boosters we built last week and see how many amps it can take until it desolders itself. Ooh, 56 degrees. Oh, 58 over there. But I mean, the cable is also 50, 54, 55, so... let's see, can I... Yeah, the cable is like 60. So if the cable is 60, even, and like over here... Well, let me look over here. The leaderboard thingy... Thanks, Drastal. Thanks anyway. Yeah, 45 degrees. Whoa, wow, this cable's like really hot. Can you really blame these plugs? Yeah, these plugs are pretty hot too. I can hit like. I'm gonna like your like there. And I can heart it. Heart. Yeah, but this is 200 degrees silicone, so... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. 12 gauge is not good enough for 45 amps. Whoa, look at the cable. It's still climbing. But I mean, the terminals here aren't out. Okay, no, don't touch the cable. It's not like this is overheating, right? I mean, it's warm. It's like 63, 64, 60. But then again, the cable is also 60, so no, the cable is 70. How heat resistant is your mat? I don't know, that's... You can see the residual trace. Okay, well, let's turn that off. Good. So, well, I guess that proves that, 12 gauge, it might sound like a lot, but in the end, well, it still can't take unlimited current. Okay, we're gonna use the 16 gauge variant we built last week. And I turned the power supply off. There's no voltage. Okay, good. And we're gonna take these plugs, because what we're gonna do... Ow, okay, yeah, okay. The metal is hot. The metal is warm. Who could have guessed? What a surprise. And we're gonna Wago this in there. Let's see if we can do that. Oh wait, they're on my disk somewhere. Right. So let's see if I can use a Wago type deal like this. I think so. Okay, this isn't too warm. Okay. Yeah, that went in pretty nicely. Okay. So that's in there now. So now we can Wago in this guy. There. And now I wonder if I can just do this. Yeah, I think so. It's a... Oh, okay, I was going to say it's a fairly good connection, but... That's good enough, I guess. I mean, it's just a clamp, so... Now, my wishes for this is it would be nice if it supported up to 10 amps without getting warmer than the cable itself. Right? And let me bend this out of the way a bit. Okay, let's move it into the air a bit, like that. Well, not like this. Okay, let's put on the macro lens. So now we can see the PCB up close. You can see all the components, stuff like that. Now, the components are probably not going to do anything, because there's no data connected. Let's turn on the... Let's see, did I do this correctly? Positive, negative, yeah, I think so. Let's turn on the power. Yeah, we're still seeing 12-ish volts. Where is my... Okay, yeah, the LDO. So this little guy over here, that's the LDO. That's getting some bit of warmth through it because, well, it's getting power. The pink LED is on. 3-hour stream, oh yeah. The pink LED is on, so I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's lighting up like it's really hot, but it's 30 degrees, so I mean, that's fine. Oh, the level shifter's getting warm. This guy over here, I don't know why. There's no data. Finally, pink LEDs. So let's not start with 45 amps. Let's start with 5 amps. Yes, 5 amps. Okay, where is it? Okay. On. Okay, well, we're getting a bit of voltage drop. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's 32 degrees, that's fine. I mean, this looks really hot, but it's like 39 degrees, so that's not really hot at all. No, let's not start at 45 amps, Medved. Well, okay, this is very boring. So when you do like an actually realistic test, it's very boring. The board is heating up a little bit. So like over here, it's now 32, 33. More power. Okay, let's go. So I want the board to survive 10 amps. Okay? And preferably while staying under like 45, 50, 55 degrees. Something like that. Oh, we're already at 10 amps. Okay. Yeah, we're seeing a bit more voltage drop. Oh, the tester's like, oh, now I'm warm. I need the fans. Well, it's not a pink PCB, but it has a pink LED. I mean... So let's see, the cable is getting 33. Let's see over here. You guys still see 35. Let's see here on the terminals. 30. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, now the board is heating up a bit. Still, you know, 39 is fine. When should I put the safety glasses on? Well, I'm pretty convinced this is going to be fine. So now the PCB has heated up almost the same as the LDO. So it's like one blob now. Oh, Medved put his safety glasses on. Let's look at the back. Yeah, it's pretty evenly spread. Cables are warm. Still, we're around 40 degrees, that's fine. Okay, let's immediately go to 15 amps. Now that is beyond what I would expect this to do, because you can't really get more than like 16 gauge cable on there. So using more than 10 amps is a bit unrealistic for the cable you would have attached to it, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, the cable itself... oh, let's try this cable here. Yeah, it's like 40 degrees, the cable. 39, 40, yeah, 43. This is now probably fine. Yeah. Yeah, the connection these things make isn't great. Okay, it's getting up there, 52. $53. Need more amps. Yeah, at some point something will come loose. Because I used low temp paste. Then again, the connectors were soldered with normal... okay, 20 amps. With normal soldering paste, so... But I mean, the voltage drop isn't really acceptable anymore, I think. But, you know... Whoa, now it's getting warm. 64. Now we're cooking. I mean, it's like a very tiny board that's running 20 amps through it. So, I mean... Oh yeah, the cables are warm. 70 degrees. Oh wow, 73 degrees. Okay. This is kind of why I got this new tester, because it can go up to 50. 25. Will the pink LED... Yeah, the LDO is still on, because otherwise the pink LED would be off. But I mean, the LDO is only... okay, it's 87 degrees, and the board is 94 to 95 degrees. Yeah, it's a bit warm. How warm are these cables over here? Okay, well the board is certainly the warmest. Whoa, it hit 100 degrees. We're honestly going to reflow these components soon. Okay, we'll hit it with 45 for like a minute or so. Let's go. Oh my god, look at that. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, now it's... Okay, stop the test. Stop the test. Holy shit. No, I used 183, that's true. Yeah. Wow, that got hot quickly. Probably over here too. Yeah. This 16 gauge wire here is like really hot. Let's see over here. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, the camera was like, wait, this is way too hot. Need to switch. Okay. Well, the board's still online. That's not bad. Wow. Yeah. Well, I think I can safely rate this for 10 amps. That's fine. I will not rate it for 45 amps. Pinky lives. Yes, he gets to live for another day. I've already done a lot of tests. Oh, the Wago is warm too. 44 amps. No. I already did a lot of testing with it. And that also worked out well, so. Okay, it cooled down pretty quickly. That's also a good sign of a lot of copper in there. Good. I'm not sure about these, where did I put them? Did I already throw them away? Wait, where did the connectors go? What? Where did I put them? What the? Sometimes you like put something away and then you don't pay. Now I don't know where they are. Are they still on here? Oh, they're still on here. It's like, what the hell happened? So, these... Maybe it's because I tested them with a ferrule and they do better with a bare wire. Well, we also tested them with a bare wire. Yeah, these definitely have a worse connection, I think, than all of the other types we've tried so far. And the winners of today are absolutely these clone cheaper ones. We're gonna put some of the expensive ones on these and then do that as a last test, because I paid obscene amounts for these connectors. So we're gonna use them. DuPont wires, what? They vaporized. Okay, let's see if we can also get a smaller diameter in here. We'll probably have to double it up. That's fine. So let's strip a little bit more. Let's see if this is the same one. Probably. Yep. Can't say these feel very different. Maybe I just got scammed in the audiophile market. %100 real copper. Not like those other fakes out there. Probably still a fake. Yeah, you can also... I really like this design. You can torque them down pretty good. And then, you know, all of the cable goes in there. Yeah, these are definitely the winners of today. Well, the fake ones. These are way too expensive. And I doubt they'll do any better. So we fold it over. Plenty of space. There. Oh man, you can really torque these down. I like that. Okay, let's insert them. Yeah, these are nice. I'm gonna get more of these. Use them for everything. Well, these are supposedly officially 100% copper, while the others are like a copper alloy or something like that. No, I did the magnet test already on all of them. None of them magnetized, so that's not it. But yeah, these are supposedly 100% copper and 99.999, and the others are some kind of copper. I don't know. Let's turn on the power. Okay. Copper is a weak metal, yeah. Let's start with, we're still on 12 gauge. So, you know, pathetic gauge. So let's start with 25 amps. Go. Yeah. You can kind of already tell by the voltage drop that it's okay, right? That it's decent. So let's see with the camera. Oh wait, I still have the macro lens on. Oh, the cable hadn't cooled down yet. Oh wait, no, okay, it was my arm probably. Yeah. So, what I wanted to use the software for, that's this this little overview here. I'm gonna say it does that pretty well. Right? And maybe if I can start the software multiple times, I could run multiple power supplies like that. Let me see if I can actually start the software multiple times. Let me check. Start it again. No. Oh, yeah. I can start it multiple times. Yeah, so if I then can connect the 2 and 3 units, even if it's through USB, that's fine. That's gonna be awesome, yeah. Okay, well, we can clearly see that these aren't heating up at all. They're stone cold. So the connection these plugs have with the terminal, much better. You can also see that the connection of the wire to this lug, I guess you could call it, I don't know, is also much better, because even my finger is warmer than the wire over here. So it's actually sinking heat away, or it's at least not generating heat, right? So the cable is like 40 degrees already. Oh, maybe a bit less. Now my camera is reading high. Oh no, okay, now we're reading the same. Okay. But over here, wow, that's cold. Okay. Let's ram some more through it. 40 amps. No? 40, enter. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the thermal camera is great once you get a connection. At the beginning of the live stream, we had to try 3 times and then it worked. And then we had to try 35 times to get it to work. But once it's connected, it's fine, and we just turned off the auto power off. how much, yeah, okay, these connectors are much better. Look at the difference. So, in comparison, these are shit. Right? Because these have got like 70, 80 degrees easily. And now we're doing the same test, and it's like it's not even getting warm. I can put some tape on there, but there's no heat. So I'll put it over the whole terminal. Oh, okay, mostly. There. But it's stone cold. I can already feel it. Okay. It's like the coldest thing in the room. How's it over here? Yeah, okay. So on the power supply side, we're at 46, 47, 48, 49. Yeah, so 50 degrees. The cable itself is like 60 degrees over here because it's touching. I don't know, something like that. But then here it's like, not what? Are we even connected? What do you mean? So maybe there is something to these plugs, that they're 100% copper. Maybe. I don't know. They're definitely good. So, there's that. Let's do 45 like we did with the others. I mean, the cable's going to get 100 degrees. Didn't do it. There. Yeah, these are great. They might actually be doing better than the counterfeit or the cheaper ones, right? So these are the cheaper ones. I think these are actually doing better. So maybe there is something to these being 99.99% copper, because they're not even warm. They're cold. So the connection between the cable is also cold. And this cable over here is much warmer. Yeah, so if you need 50 amp plugs, well, these will do it easily. Yeah. Okay, so for my 50 amp connections, I should use these, since I have 2 pairs anyway. And then for the others, I can use the cheaper versions of these, because those also did fine for 50 amps, or 45 in this case. I'm still amazed by how cold this all is. I mean, if you look at it like that, sure, there's some warmth there and over there. But, well, this cable is like toasty. It's like 80 something degrees. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, okay, yeah. 60-ish. Wow. Yeah. I was wondering what this is, but it's the reflection of this cable over here. They kind of already are Fonctionnaire. So, yeah. Aw, thanks, Savog. That's appreciated. Okay. That is quite good. Yeah, these aren't even warm to the touch. The terminals aren't either. What, I tested them before? So, we can do one last test. And I'm getting a bit tired, so that will really be the last test. Because I have this. A HRP 600-5, which will do 120 amps output. Let's wait for the power supply to cool off. I need to see if I can get the forks in here. I think so. Yeah, no secrets today. No secrets today. The secret is be on the Discord this week, I hope. Or next week. Next week. So let's wait for it to cool off. Well, it's kind of ordered in order of expensiveness, so... Okay, let's disconnect those cables. The secret are indeed limited edition Dig Next 2s. Why did you remind me? Okay, let's see. How am I going to do this? I hope these fit the same forks. I know I had issues with it before. Or should we use a larger diameter cable? Maybe we should use one of those larger diameter cables. Hold on. So, this cable's so warm. So let's use the... Not this one, this one. Yeah. Let's use this one with the cheaper ones of these, but this is 8 gauge at least. And let's put them... Oh wait, so we unscrew it. And then we can put it in. And then we screw it in. Okay. Now let's connect it over here. Oh wait, I never turned this power supply off. Bad. I think I can make these fit. Yes. Good. Right. Okay. That is screwed into the HRP 600-5. Maybe I should have done this with one side loose. I'm trying to wrestle the cables. Okay, well it's going to be something like this. Okay. I don't remember, but I believe this thing is a screamer. So, sorry for your ears. Okay, let's see. Wow, we have an idle draw of 12 watts. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we're seeing 5.1 volts. That's good. Yeah, Manbear Pig, I wouldn't recommend those. These are the ones below that, the copper alloy, and I think they're almost as good. So we'll see. Well, we'll just start with 45 amps. Go. Oh yeah. Oh, it's actually blowing air this way, so it's going to cool the cables. That's good. This is for pussies. Let's see how many amps it can do. 60. Nope. Oh. Overcurrent protection. Okay, 52. Turn off. Okay. Okay. I managed to get it, okay. On. Okay, it will do 52 amps. Let me see if I can change the protect. Oh, sorry, turn it off. Let's go to the settings. You can't see this, sorry. Let's see if I have an overcurrent protection. Cut off volt charging, overcurrent protection. Oh. No, okay. The overcurrent protection goes up to 52 amps and then I can't raise it. So, I can set it to 52. I can set it lower. But I can't set it higher. Nope. Okay. Overpower protection. Okay. Okay, what? Yeah. So I need to change the type it thinks it is. Assembly power selection. Oh. 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 Okay. Oh. Wait. Let me zoom in. So it can do a max of 50 amps. Right? And you can say you only have a host board, or you have a host board plus 1 load, plus 2 load, plus 3 loads. We have the host plus 3, because there's 4 boards in here, so we can do 600 watts up to 50 amps with 12 volt. That's what we've been doing, right? But you can say we have 7 boards, 11, 15, or 19 for 3000 watts, but then you also need to have 60 volts. So, yeah. We could mess with the calibration and say like, oh, no, if you're reading 1 amp, it's only half. I don't believe they sell them in a box like this. You can buy the modules and then make a giant load for it. So if you wanted to test like a lithium battery with 50 amp load, you could do that. But I don't believe they sell them in a box like this. CD waiting time? No, I don't know what that is. 0 no load current. What? Okay. Mini discharge amp. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I mean, with all its faults, let's talk about how things went today. We turned it on, and we haven't had to turn it on or off once. So it didn't crash, it didn't stall, it didn't hang. It basically did everything we told it to. We made our USB connection. We had to use the included USB-C cable. It's not a special cable, but just, use that one. Then the app instantly worked. It has some layout issues. Okay, sure. But it didn't ever disconnect, even when we were hitting it with 600 watts and, overloading it and getting it really hot. And you can get rid of the beep. I don't mind the beep, actually. But so it never crashed. The PC connection never disconnected, even when hitting it like 10, 20, 30 minutes at a time with large loads. Sure, it makes noise. It's not quiet, but it's also not loud. And when it's not doing anything, like right now, it's silent. So that I like. I like the my hope, but I really couldn't find any info online, was that we could use these banana plugs. So I could easily connect and disconnect sets of cables to change them. That's been working fine. If you get like these banana plugs and you say hit it with 50 amp, that's fine. Oh, it took a while for the data to update there. We're at 50 amps and we only have half a volt of voltage drop. Oh wait, we went back to the 8 gauge. Oh, sorry, 10 gauge. Yeah, we're on 10 gauge. Okay, yeah, okay. Wow. Half 10 gauge with these plugs. Half a volt of voltage drop. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But I mean, overall, I ordered 3 of these things. So, I really went in there. But this overview, so this overview we currently have here, that is exactly what I was after. I'm still hoping to maybe be able to do that over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth somehow. But that's just a nice to have. If that never works, I'm okay with having it like this. I'm able to start the software multiple times. So once we need to test like this load or this power supply can do 120 amps, so I need 3. Well, then I can have 3 of them stacked and probably do that. Yeah, this PSU is pretty loud. Yeah. But I mean, how warm are the connectors? Yeah, okay. But I mean, the connectors themselves, it's something inside basically over here, because the connectors themselves are like, they're not even warm. And the cables coming out of them are also not warm. The cable over here is warmer than over here. So something is actually sinking the heat or something. I don't know. Over here it's warmer too. Yeah, so all in all, I'm pretty happy with my purchase. I purchased these during 11th or Cyber Monday or whatever. So I got them with a bit of a discount, and so they're like 150 euro a piece. I looked at a lot of options on there, especially because I wanted the overlay, and I'd rather have a network port or something like that, right? But I'm not going to pay 5, 6, 7, 8,000 euros for a 500 watt load that then still has crappy software, when I can get this for like 150 euros, which also has crappy software, but okay. I like this overlay. That's good. You can see the watts, you can see the volts, you can see the current. You know, that's fine. That's all I want. And yeah. Pretty good. And you know, I wanted to be able to test the like my stupid data booster here with more current than I could do on a single one of these. And now the data booster is a bad example, but if I'm testing like a DIG quad, sure I can use multiple of these on a DIG quad then, but not on a data booster. But I was running into limitations for these. Now these are great if you're going to test 5 volt and you have like a power supply like this. These can still do like 30 amps a piece or 25 or 30 amps a piece. So I can just run 4 or 5 of them and then have all the amps. But we're also going to do some testing on some higher voltage power supplies soon. And these aren't really the best for high voltage, these ones. And you also quickly run into the 180 watt limit, especially when doing higher voltage, right? And these are 600 watts, so that's a lot better. Yes, it also has more testing capabilities. I haven't really looked at those. That's not why I bought it. I bought it for the overlay and doing load testing on power supplies or boards. Like, you know, I test all my boards with all kinds of currents and voltages and stuff like that to see how warm it gets. Speaking of warm, these cables are getting nice and warm. These plugs still don't care. I mean, the cable's like 50-ish degrees. These plugs are less, 40 degrees. Yeah, that's excellent. I think the full copper ones, these, I think there's still some merit to that. So these are likely even better than the cheaper ones. So these are $10 a piece, and these are like $3 a piece. But given we can't do more than 50 amps with this load. Even if these would run a few degrees cooler, who cares if these are running great, right? So even if these would be 5 degrees cooler than these, I can't run more load anyway. So yeah, maybe I touched them or something. I don't know. It doesn't seem to make that big of a difference. You know, these are great. I mean, this I know I can easily test 50 amps with these. Normally, I'll be testing much lower than 50 amps, right? That's only in 5-volt scenarios, and then, I mean, a dig to go or a dig Uno is like 10, 15 amps, and even a dig quad is only 30 amps. These are insane numbers. So, and that's why I have this guy for testing big octa up to 120 amps or 125, because you can overload it. But yeah. I thought I heard something beeping. I don't know. I think it's this power supply. Let's turn it off. Yeah, dig power. I have some 48 to 55 volt power supplies, which would be a problem to test on those little testers, and that's also why I got this one. As I just said, running 55 volt power supplies, even with like 2.5 amps, those tiny testers would run out. While this thing will easily do 600, so, or 500, 600. And then I have 3, so, you know. Good. Very good. Yes. I like it. I'm really, really pleasantly surprised that this is working so well. I really, yeah. No, I do all the testing. And the 100 amp power board, I used my 120 amp supply here. And I overloaded it to 125, 130. You can do that for a little bit. And I did that for an hour straight. Yeah. Need a quiet fan. Yeah, no, these are... No. So that's how I tested the Power 7 HC. I wasn't able to test it with double the load, because those kind of power supplies are like... yeah, I can't afford that. But yeah, I like this. This is good. Yeah. Okay, let's disconnect these. Maybe bust. Maybe that's actually could be a fun experiment. I don't mind people doing that with my boards. Those have been tested through and through. So okay, yeah, and these I can now just do like that. Remove it, close it again if I want. Yeah. So easy to swap wires. Yes, that is great. I like that a lot. Good. Okay, maybe I should start using banana plugs on my bench power supply too. If they're this good. That's actually a thing I had in my head. So I can just make some good sets of cables with forks and with ferrules to test various things with various dimensions, and yeah. Later, Philip. Yeah, we're rounding off anyway. We're kind of done. There is no other secret today. This was fun testing. I was looking forward to this, and it worked out better than expected. And yeah. Have a good night, Philip. And with that, I think I am also going to go. Maybe there will be a live stream next week. I'm not sure yet. We will see. We will see. We will see. Thank you all for hanging around with me. And I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun too. And I hope to see you guys again the next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.